As we begin the build-up now to the main race of the day, let's talk about falling off. Every bike racer here knows what it's like, some better than others. To tell us more, here's Barry again.
Falling off a racing bike is what you could call an occupational hazard. You know, it can happen to anybody at any time, and I know because I've been there a few. I suppose the only thing that is the same in every accident is that it don't half hurt. Oh, Robbie! Oh, no!
Oh, down this toe.
Explain a bit. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, he's lost it, Wayne. The end of a great ride from Wayne Gardner.
A popular phrase in motorsports these days is the controlled crash.
Joe Kaczynski.
Personally, I reckon it's a load of old toffee. In my experience, once your bike goes down, you'll go wherever the momentum takes you, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Or is there? I guess it depends who you ask.
You do have two choices. You can choose to hang on to the bike or let go. A lot of riders hang on to the very last second or millisecond or whatever. I always let go of the bike because I've seen so many riders that get their hands caught under the handlebars and grind away their fingers and just get into more trouble than what it's worth. I always try to push the bike away. Then after that, just pray and hope that you're going to stop and not hit anything, and also that the bike doesn't hit you.
I think the first rider's reaction is to try to hang on as long as possible. At least that's my reaction. I also, depending on the situation, of course, if you lose the back end, you know, it's pretty much going to be a high side, and you're pretty much going to get hurt. If you low side, your tendency of getting hurt is a lot less to happen because you're so close to the ground already. When you low side, the bike just seems to slide out from underneath you, and you just keep your eyes open for what you're going to hit, or for any other riders around you, maybe nearby.
Everyone says that you're supposed to stay relaxed and just go limp, but I can't do that. When I fall off, it's just like, oh shit. I panic like anybody else, but if you can, you try to keep your eyes open, see what you're going to hit, and try to get stopped or try to get turned around. I've done that a few times and actually spun myself around so I wouldn't hit a certain way, but a lot of times you just get flicked up in the air and you just take your chances when you hit.
Each situation is a lot different. Depends on how you get off the bike most of all. If you get off the bike off the low side, if you just lose the front and slide down, you've got pretty good control because you hit the ground, you're only falling about maybe a foot to the ground because the bike's already leaned over. You just try and hit the ground and try and get yourself stopped as quick as you can and try and not stand up or do anything silly while you're still moving. As far as getting off the other way on the high side, which is actually when the bike spins about halfway around and then throws you over the saddle, a lot of it just depends on how you land as to what you can do.
So is there a technique to falling over, or is it just dumb luck? Well, you can make up your own mind about that. I just hope that none of you ever have to find it out for yourselves.
Oh, well, just when you think you've seen it all, these two fellows who have seen and done it all, you continue to be amazed when you see vision like that.
Oh, it
makes you sick, doesn't
yeah,
it?
sure does. You think, well, they must be mad, those blokes that do that.
They're going to be crazy,
I think Eddie Lawson summed it up the best way.
Which we can't use here, but the idea of trying to relax when you're doing over 200 clicks is quite silly, really, isn't it?
Well, Eddie actually told it right. Everyone says, oh, there is a right way and a wrong way, but it's not. You just hope for the best. You just try and get clear of the machine. That's why a lot of guys are missing fingers now because they're trying to hang on with them. You just try and get clear, look around you, make sure you're not going to hit any walls. There's Barry, perfect example.
Small stump.
I've got the broken leg and he's got the finger missing, so we're a great couple. But you've really just got to try and be aware of what you're going to hit, anything solid.
Because, so many falls there, it's hard to tell which is the worst way to go, but when that bike kicks and you're thrown up over the handlebars, flat on your back, that looked to me the one that you've got to try and get away from.
The worst one is the high side,
yes.
and it goes like that, you think, not a charge.
Well, actually, you think, oh, maybe, and then it flicks back the other way, and you're just sky high, and you think, oh, maybe, but you're mid-air by then. It's just impossible.
But the keeping your eyes open thing, that is so important. If you fall off going really quick, and you're sliding along, there's nothing you can do about it. The first thing you do, as daft as it sounds, is put your hands on the floor and try and slow yourself down. And every time you do it, you think, oh, I'm never going to do that again, and you always do.